Hello, I am Bentham, and this is EnterElysium, and welcome back to Factorio, where, damn it, every time. Where last time, I built the footprint for our crazy main bus. And he is very scared and is defending himself with guns in response to this.
I need to compensate in some way. This main bus is scary. It intimidates me.
Yeah, I just decided to go to the scale, because then we'll never have to worry about it. Occasionally 4 belts isn't enough, so I can't go with like 6. Well, it's technically 6. But like, when 4 belts isn't enough, clearly what you do is double it.
How do you start a main bus?
I'm getting laggy stuff.
You keep getting dropped.
First step is usually gears, then circuits, then sciencey stuff.
Okay, but how do we feed it?
Well, first of all, we'll go and steal up. Oh, this is going to be one of those episodes, isn't it? I'm just going to keep lagging and stuff. But yeah, step 1 is to just tap into, like, our iron lines and steal it all.
All of it?
Half of it, actually. Precisely half.
Okay. Do we want to steal our steel line as well?
Yes, we will. And our copper.
And our copper. Okay, right. In which case, I will do this because I can.
Oh, that's a biter attack.
Where? Where?
It was the turret in the west. There is a single... No, there are 2. There are 2 dead biters in the forest over there.
In the forest. I'm zooming in now. Where am I meant to be looking?
I'll go point them out. It was this turret here that engaged them. And here they are.
They're dead. Good job, turret.
Also, we've researched railway.
Of course we have. This is why I'm putting you in charge of it.
That.
Yeah.
Let's get, like, concrete next. That we could potentially do later. Slowly working our way through the design deposit.
So, splitter. Wait, before you go, just, you can then help, you can take this, well, you, no, fine, okay.
I've got it, it's fine.
You can also have the steel one.
Gotta work our way around things here. Just, see, we'll cut it a bit earlier. This way.
There we go. Didn't take the steel one.
So you were too slow, I've already gone.
Well, you could have...
And we're just going to plug these into the end of the lines and we'll build a
There you go. Wait, no, you take the steel one with you.
Oh, fine.
There we go. There's ominous music playing.
I think you've got different music to me.
It's going...
Maybe we've got the same one. I'm not really sure. Does it sound like there's, like, echoing and things knocking about in the background?
Yes.
Maybe we do have the music synchronized then. I'm not sure if they do that or not. So yeah, like the rate of iron supply is going to be pretty low on all these belts, but the idea is to just fill them up for later when we actually have the throughput to keep them all running.
Oh wow! So the main bus is just going to be one of each main material.
Yeah, this is all iron, this is all copper, and then this is everything else.
Oh. Oh. Damn. Do you want me to put turrets around it?
That we'll ever... Yeah, sure. It's unlikely that we'll ever be able to get all these belts running, but if anyone plays for long enough, they can get to this sort of level. And so I'm planning for potential futures.
It's okay. If I have anything to say about it, we won't have any potential futures. Also, why have I picked up firearm magazines? They suck.
Because you need to go take him to be turned into armor piercing, of course.
I... It's fair.
Just gathering plenty of...
We now are definitely not getting enough to make actual ammo anymore.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing. We've cut the iron supply in half before it even reaches anything.
Okay, I'm going to go grab ammo manually and just feed it into the machine.
This thing, that'll work fairly well because the armor-piercing ammo uses...
But it means I have to grab things manually, Bentham. It's heresy.
Well, if you want, you can get all of the different belts you've got running all the way back into the system you made, but it'll take forever.
True. Why are you not feeding in? Why are you not feeding in? What is going on here?
Do you want me to... what are you... Let me see. Because it's already full, the assembler, I imagine, of...
No, it's only got 20.
Ammo. Yeah, it only fills up to what it needs for, like, the next 3 crafts or something like that.
Oh, okay.
You might want to... might make sense to disconnect the other assembler so that it never takes any from there, but actually that's not even running.
It's not a problem, because it's not got enough iron by half. I'm just deliberately grabbing, like, a ton of ammo.
Do you want me to run you through the process of setting up a scalable system on our main bus?
Yes! Okay, I'll be there in a second. I'm just filching ammo. Ammo player inventory is full, okay. But wait! I can put it in my tool belt! Yeah! Okay, I'll be there in a bit. Just gotta do the things with the things. Also, I should probably dump all this crap from my inventory at some point.
They've changed how side loading and stuff works. I'm paranoid it's not going to work, so I'm adding in extra bits to try and fix it.
Oh, by the way, our research rate is massively slowed down.
Oh yeah, probably yeah. I think all the assemblers we have are running at full speed, but that's not much.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so I made some balancers here, but also I don't know if the balancers work properly anymore, so I've made a bypass for the balancer. So half of the iron is balanced and the other half isn't. I could actually set up priorities for this.
Okay.
Output priority right, and then input priority right. So it will only bypass if it's not running at full speed. So
okay.
That works, and I can just copy and paste this. Hey, there's a copy-paste thing. If you hold down Shift and then you press buttons, don't know which buttons, you can copy the conditions of a structure onto another.
Okay. I'm
so like, just to test if you can do that, try copying this splitter onto this splitter and see if you can do it.
What? Just
and
shift?
One of the buttons, one of the mouse buttons. I can't remember which. For me.
Ah! I just removed it.
There you go. So I think you copied the blank one onto this one.
I just removed another one.
Yeah. You've got your buttons backwards then. That you're using paste.
Okay. Can you set it up again?
Okay, hang on. This is input priority right. There we go.
There we go.
That's the system. You can do that with assemblies. You can do that with splitters. Probably other things. Also, eventually when we have a logistics system, you can copy that onto requester chests, and the requester chest will request what the assembler needs. But that's a long way in the future, so I probably shouldn't be telling you things like that, because that's just going to...
Hey, my brain is hurting.
Okay, so scalable production. We've done a little bit of this before. So we need gears, so what I'm going to do... Normally I would split off the supply and just put a splitter in. But because of the way I'm setting up this main bus, we're actually going to run the entire belt into the assembling array. So, you've left. There you are.
Hi.
So I'm running this belt off here. This is all going into being gears.
Okay.
And then we'll set up some gear assemblers. As for the spacing of those, I'll leave a bit of room, like 6 tiles. So that's a gap of 6.
Wait.
I'll make it 8, actually.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6 tiles.
This is 8 now, away from this belt.
What, 8 at the top of it?
No, this here is 8. Like, these are 3 wide, so this is 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
they're 3 wide.
4,
Oh. Okay, that explains things. Sure, carry on.
A gap of 8 might be more than necessary,
1,
but
2,
it leaves us wiggle room later.
5, 6, 7. Oh.
So, gears take... Yeah, it's 2 iron plates to make 1 gear wheel. So what I'm going to do is also remove this, because I shouldn't have made this belt at all over here. 2 iron belts are going to run into this. These are all making gears, and I can just copy and paste to making gears. And then an output belt in the middle for gears.
Okay.
So I'm converting 2 belts of iron, potentially, into 1 belt of gears, which is the ratio of belts to gears. So what this means is, however fast the belts are, I can just add more assemblers to make it so that it outputs at that ratio. And I've made it so it's an extendable production as far as we can go until we hit.
And then we want to take it to the other side so it fills up one of the things on this bottom thing.
Well, because 2 iron belts have gone into making gears, we can just put it in the place of one of the iron belts, so I'll just put it here.
But the poor iron belt.
The iron is gears now.
Okay.
It's gone on to a new life.
Should I bring some power poles down?
Yes, please.
Are we gonna like upgrade our power poles or?
For now, we'll stick with the normal power poles, and then eventually we'll get substations, and they'll just be our main source of power distribution later. But that's a long way off, so for now, these make sense.
Power substations. I have no idea what that is.
They've got a 2x2 footprint and cover, I think, 18 by 18 tiles with power.
Okay.
They're super useful. So, there we go. We've got our belts going into 1 gear belt. Follows the right round.
We are missing something very, very important, though. We need ammo to go to the other side so we can better defend our homeland.
Okay. Yeah, you can underground belt your way across there.
Hup. Hup.
Right, next on the list is circuits, and they're a bit fancy.
Okay. And then what do we need to make science? We just need circuits and gears.
Well, it depends what science. For red science, it's easy. We need gears and copper, so we have that already, but we'll do the science in a minute. And then for green science, we need belts, which is iron and gears, and inserters, which is iron, gears, and circuits.
So we're good.
Yeah, but we're gonna get C first, and on the bus. So another thing about it, another system that I use is whenever I finish any particular like module of the main bus, so this gears one, I leave a gap of 4 before I do the next.
Okay, you are cutting out a lot.
Oh, is it happening now?
Quite a lot. But go on. You're going to leave a gap of 4.
I'm leaving a gap of 4. The reason being that later in the game, there's a 4-wide building that we want to put in between stuff.
What is it?
It's the roboports for giving us coverage in our logistics network for robots to deliver stuff.
Okay.
So I just leave a gap of 4 between everything I make so that that'll work. Actually, I wonder if we want a second gear thing. A second gear array if we're going really crazy. Let's go with the crazy thing. We're thinking big here. So I'm actually going to make a second gear array right next to this one.
Oh dear God. And you want 2 going into here?
Yeah, so I'm going to slightly mess with this because there's supposed to be a belt in the middle, but there isn't yet. So I'm just going to split that off to become one.
Oh, so you're going to fake it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do the other belt for you.
One day this will be a full 8 belts of iron, but right now it's going to be 2 groups of 3 belts. It's another planning for the future thing. Oh, we did it at the same time.
I said I would do this for you. You wouldn't let me do anything.
I don't know which bit you meant. I can leave the rest to you if you like. And I'll get on with the circuit
I'm
stuff.
not even sure which one is connected to which, I'll be honest.
So I'll leave another gap of 4. And this will be circuit production.
And then you want the iron going into the gears going to the one next to these gears already.
Yeah, just make another gears belt.
I kinked the gears belt. It looks a bit weird, but it's the efficient way.
Yeah, that's fine, it works. And a good thing to do is put a splitter in to even out the 2 lines.
So, didn't you invent the main bus?
Probably not. I think I happened to come up with it, like, shortly after other people had. As with, like, many inventions and things over the years.
But was it shortly after, or was it the same time?
I don't know.
These are the important questions that we need to know, Anthem.
I don't take credit for the invention of the main bus, really. I think sometimes I might as a joke. I do claim that I invented the Railworld map mode, because I totally did.
Wait, you invented the map mode?
Yeah, I made a series called Railworld, using the settings that the Railworld map mode now has.
Oh.
And I talked to the devs. Well, I talked to one of the devs, and they said that Railworld was a map type that they decided to include as one of their modes, but that the name probably had something to do with me. But I suspect that the reason that the map mode existed is because I came up with it.
Ah.
As a thing for people to play. So I think...
Does that actually make you an honorary developer?
I'm not really... I don't know if that really counts.
You could put that on your CV.
I played a game so much that I was the first to come up with a particular way of playing it.
Why?
That's definitely something that employers want to hear.
Do you want me to make this? Why are these going backwards?
Hang on, I'm reversing them. So there are outputs for circuits and inputs for iron.
Oh, okay, right. And you want me to pull some iron in here for you?
Yeah, we need iron coming up the middle one.
Do you want me to fake another middle belt, or do you want me to actually give you a proper belt?
Actually, fake the other one of these.
Okay, that's easy to do.
Like, here, do it. This one here. Do that, and then just send that off.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I'll do the inserters and stuff here. Oops.
And do you need more power?
Now I've got it covered already.
Ah, it's already good. Cool.
So then, these come down here. We'll merge them somehow. No, that won't quite work. Like that, and then there's space, and then we can underground them somewhere. Probably right here, actually.
So you want them on the top instead of an iron belt?
Yeah. Basically, all these belts are currently... Normally we don't do it this way. Usually I keep the belts on the bus permanently and then just split off from them when needed, but in the early stages we need vast amounts of gears and circuits, so I actually take the belts off the bus and run them straight into the assembler systems.
Right. Should I now, because we've got all the stuff required to make science packs, should I make science packs and then feed it over to the bottom?
Usually I keep everything to one side, and I've sort of... I mean, we can actually have it on both, but...
Wait, I'm confused. What do you want me to do with science packs? Where do you want me to put them?
I think we can put them on the south side of the line, actually. I often keep it to one side, and then I don't have to worry about building out in one of the directions.
So do you want me to make the science packs here and then feed them up to the south side, or do you want me to make them on the north side and feed them down to the south side?
Just make it all on the south, I'd say.
Okay, so I'll need to make them roughly here because I need to get these ones. So I will need... I need more assemblers. Aha! I've got the stuff I need to make assemblers right here. Yoink. I need... Why do I not have assembling machines? Do I need more iron plates or something? Maybe.
There's a load in the mall, so if you want, you can just go get them.
Ah, got it.
I'm not sure if all of these belts here will be used. I know 3 of them will. I have to keep the rest for, like, just in case.
Well, 3 of them are going to be science packs, aren't they?
You can make... Yeah, you could actually make these bottom 3 into science packs.
Right, so... I've made, like, 20 assemblers. Probably don't need that many.
Right.
And then I'm going to place the first one... You want me to put a gap of, like... 1, 2... Gap of 8.
Yeah, I usually do it just to make sure that if I ever need to run any belts, extra belts along, there's plenty of room.
Okay. And then we want to make... Copper and iron gear science packs.
Yep.
How many should I make of these? Like, should I have a lot of these assemblers, or...?
So, the rule I usually go for is if you go into the crafting menu and you look at the requirements for the science packs, it takes 5 seconds to make a science pack 1, and I aim for a science pack a second, so I make 5 assemblers making science pack 1.
Okay.
And then science pack 2 requires 6 seconds, so I make 6 assemblers of that, so that is also done 1 a second.
Okay.
So that's the rule of thumb you probably would aim for now. Maybe at some point we might like double that, but for now that's plenty.
Okay. And I need to feed that with iron gears and copper.
Yeah, so you can split off any of the copper lines, no, any of the gear lines. If you want to split off from copper, do it from one of these bottom 2, so probably the bottom 1.
Yeah. In fact, in which case I can move it further this way to where we actually have gears and not... so I can move it a bit more to the left.
Yeah.
So probably around here-ish.
I'm actually going to make a second assembling array for circuits to make sure we definitely have enough.
1, 2... So I want 5 of these. Right, you said we need 5, okay?
Yeah, 5 assemblers making science pack 1. Oh, got another biter attack. From the west again, another 2 of them. Oh no, it's 3 or 4 this time.
I've made 10.
5, I think. The biters are growing in strength.
We'll kill them.
Yeah, there's like one base. We could easily go over there and kill them whenever we wanted to.
I can pull off, like, here. Right. I need a underground belt. Right, there we go. Problem solved.
So the reason I currently have these in 3s is so that we can get the yellow underground belts to go under them all. Once we get to blue, they can jump 8 at one. We can fill in some of the middle lines here.
Right. Well, I've set it up so that we've got gears being sent out, and then I'll send over copper as well.
Oh. Getting lag again.
Yeah, your connection's definitely taken a bit of a dive.
Oh dear. Is it the time of day? Is it how long it's been running? Because this happened yesterday too.
Well, it is that time of day we're recording where it's getting to, like, peak internet usage. People are sitting down and watching their Netflix. And then long-handed inserter.
And it's got to be a problem on my end because you're coming through loud and clear the whole time.
That's strange, because that should still be, like, being limited by your download.
Actually, yeah, it should still, like... Is it only my upload that's struggling?
Well, you've got a non-commercial internet. Like, you've got, residential. Residential, normally it's 10, maybe it's 5%. I know BT are now 5%. 5% of your bandwidth is reserved for upload. So your upload gets squished a lot more than your download. Whereas, because I've got commercial internet, mine is 50-50, and it's 50-50 all times and doesn't get throttled. So, although mine isn't the fastest internet, damn well holds its own. People are probably going to give me advice about, you should get this internet or something, and I'll be like, yeah, no, there's a reason I've got the internet I've got. It's because I live in, like, the one place where you can't get good internet. In a city that has actually really good internet for such an old city.
Oh yeah, the university's internet connection is amazing.
Well, yeah, it's the university, though. They've got a
I guess,
specialist.
yeah, that is a separate thing.
York has been rated, like, one of the best
know.
cities for internet connections in the UK, apparently.
Huh.
Yeah, like, you get the standard, like, up to 20 gigs or something. Is this okay how I've set it up? Or should I set up 2 arrays?
Let me see. You're going double.
Yeah!
Okay, you're thinking big straight away. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. It won't use it too quick so that we don't need, like, double or anything.
Oh, no, that, like, I usually just go for one belt that's half gears and half copper, so you're never going to have throughput issues with that.
Excellent.
And then I'd say have that run onto a belt, then also make green science next to it. Then have that run onto the other side of the belt that has the red science packs on it, and then you can have that run into the side of a bunch of labs.
Okay.
Because basically, like, the lab array that you want has 2 belts running down either side of a chain of labs.
Yes.
So one side will be a belt that later we'll use for space science, and then a belt with red and green, and then the 4 other kinds of science pack will all come from the other side.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So if you have red and green now and run that into one side of the science lab array, then it makes it easy to feed in the other 4 kinds later down the line.
Each with its own belt, I assume.
Oh no, you can have one belt be 2 science packs, and you sort of need it to, because it's hard to have 7 different belts feeding into labs.
Well, but red and green, do they need enough throughput that you're probably better off?
You will not have throughput issues
Okay.
with science. That's going to be fine. If you do, you'll surprise me.
Challenge accepted!
Like, I don't make the sort of craziest of factories. Some people do insane stuff, like recently I saw one that I think was 2 full blue belts of each kind of science pack, which was just insanely mind-blowing. We're not going to do that.
Challenge accepted.
I'd be surprised if half of, like, a blue belt isn't enough at the end of the game.
Oh, I actually didn't tell them what to make.
There's the ore supply. It's holding together, just.
Okay, now to make green science packs, I need an insert and a transport belt. You make transport belts out of an iron plate and iron gear, and you make inserters out of electronic circuit, iron plate, iron gear.
Here's the important thing. You've got to remember to have it scalable. It doesn't need to be super scalable at this stage. In fact, I think you can get away with it not being, but you'll be on the limit of what the assembler can do. For inserters, at least.
Okay. So
like,
what?
I think you want to go for 2 assemblers making belts and 2 making inserters, even though I think you can get away with 1 of each. Because it means that you don't have to have issues with how fast your inserters are running.
Okay, but what you're saying is that the gears I'm bringing down here, I could actually just split this gear line I'm bringing down here because it's not going to need this many gears.
Yeah, if you want, you can split off the one going into red science, and I don't think it'll be a problem.
Okay.
Finish concrete research.
Are you saying that like you finished something that you've got a really like solid idea about, or does it actually make concrete?
It actually makes concrete.
Okay.
Next, landfill.
Are you saying that because...
I don't think there's one... I don't think there's anything you can do with that
No,
one.
no, there really isn't.
We need more copper mining, so I'm adding to that at the moment. Everything's a bit of a mess. This is the problem when you have two people playing, they always have different like styles of building certain things.
I have
so
a
it always ends
style?
up- Yeah, like everyone has a slightly different way of playing, and there's a million different approaches to any particular
I didn't know I had a
problem
style.
in Factorio. So, whenever two people are playing, it always ends up being a weird mishmash of both ideas. Oh, we're starting to struggle power-wise.
But you're saying that I actually have, like, a style that is vaguely
there are certain
Factorio-like.
There are certain ways you build things that, like, are different from the ways I do, while still being entirely valid, I suppose.
Wait,
is
they're valid?
We're putting it.
I feel so validated!
Basically, the thing I was talking about was minor spacing, as you were doing perfect minor spacing, where they all... Like, there wasn't any overlap of regions.
Oh, that's because you told me to do it that way.
Well, yeah, I know, but, like... I guess that's how the styles develop, so... But yeah, I was doing it slightly differently. Basically, I was compressing everything because I want to get as much out of this deposit as possible.
Oh. I just wanted to be the very best.
So I've ended up with a mix of both.
Best.
Yeah, the copper is building up now. So copper supply was getting pretty rubbish.
Okay, well, I'm about to automate belts. And we want... Right, how long does it take to make a science pack? 6 seconds for a science pack 2?
Yeah, if you mouse over in the crafting menu, it tells you the time.
And that takes 1 inserter and 1 transport belt. And we want to make 12 of those in 6 seconds, so 1 every 2 seconds. 2 every 1 second.
Yep.
And so we need to make 1 inserter and 1 belt, because they only take half a second. So it matches up perfectly.
Yeah. Well, keep an eye on that, because the belts, you make 2 every half a second. It says 2 times transport belt. But yeah, it does mean that 1 assembler does work, but you'll be at the limits of what those assemblers can do, and it might struggle in terms of what the inserters can keep up with. I'm not sure. Because I usually just go for a science pack per second, and you've doubled the usual thing.
So what you're saying is I need more.
You'll potentially need more than 1 assembler making some of the things.
Okay, I do not see a problem with
I would
this.
say go for 2, and then you'll have more than enough, and also you can use that to grab like any inserters and belts you need as you're going past without breaking the science system.
Okay.
Right, power's looking a bit better now. Our power consumption was actually dropping anyway, but now I've upped the production for next time it goes up.
Should I put this belt in as 1 side and 1 side, or should I put it in as... Oh, no, the insert is going to be the bottleneck. Okay. If the insert is going to be the bottleneck, I can't double the effort required by an inserter. I'm not sure if that made any sense to anyone but me.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm sure it made sense to you, but also those long-armed inserters are going to be taking science.
Oh yeah, I put them in the wrong place.
Yeah. Remember to try and keep to the 4 tile gap thing. You don't need it yet because there's plenty of space, but...
Oh, should I just undo this?
No, it's fine. It's like, it doesn't matter this time. It only really comes into play later on, and when you have really large arrays like the stuff for circuits and stuff.
Do we need it for science, though?
We don't need it as soon as that for science. You don't need to move it. We have the space.
But it would be better to move it.
No, it wouldn't be better. Just leave it. It's fine.
Okay, fine.
I was just trying to make sure to teach you that system because it'll matter in the future, but it doesn't matter yet.
Okay. So what you're saying is what I am doing doesn't matter. Thank you for the confidence boost.
It was you who decided to interpret it in that way.
would you? Okay, I'm making belts. Now, for the other thing, inserter, I need the same stuff, but also electronic circuits.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a cunning plan. This may or may not go terribly, terribly wrong.
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna put electronic circuits into a third line and then dip them underground.
Okay. Yeah, that does work.
Because otherwise I'm just making a second line for, a very small production item.
You will... Actually, I think we've unlocked... Yeah, we've unlocked red belts. So a red underground belt will jump a gap of 6 rather than 4, so you can use that.
Ooh. Okay, I need more iron gears by, like, a long way.
That's fine, that's what the production's here for the moment, at least.
Yoink. Okay, I need to split you off. I then need to... Technically, I need to run this backwards. Because I've cocked up a little bit.
That's fine, there's the space for it.
So, I'm allowed to run belts backwards.
Run it backwards, but down here. Or, if you want, you can just run it off the main bus and then run it backwards, so it's just out of the way.
Okay. And this runs, like, 6 underground.
Yeah. You can't use that for this yet because of the way I've spaced these, but it'll come into play when you get to those assemblers that you've got to jump underneath.
I only have these type of underground things, I think. So, okay.
I mean, you can still use those, though, yeah.
Just a bit of a wait. Oh, wait. No, I can't go underground. Why can't I do this? It doesn't go far enough to go under here.
That's because this is 7.
Oh, it goes 6 rather than 4. Well, this is a bit of a waste.
It's fine. I mean, I've got a bunch of the normal ones, so I can actually fast replace them. Whoops. Oh, you got it backwards. You've gone backwards.
I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no!
It's fine. I've got it.
Okay.
Just, there you go. Do you want these back?
Oh, if this is actually going to be a green science coming off of here, I could just... it doesn't matter. I'll just run this way.
Pick these up, because I've got an odd number, and I can't have an odd number. It's the worst.
Yay!
And do you also want a bunch of the normal ones?
If you've got a few going, yeah, sure.
There you go.
Yay! You give me an odd number.
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. I was just trying to mess with your head. I'm a terrible person.
Now, you see, let's see. I know if I've got an odd number of underground belts because it gnaws at my brain slowly. Forever. And so I was completely confident in knowing that I'd definitely given you an even number.
We need to work on that so it can gnaw on your brain faster. Right, so I need you to drag and drop, and you to drag and drop.
I'm going to properly balance these circuits, though. That can break.
I'm trying to think how to do this, Bentham, and it's not working well.
How's it going? If it helps you to work out how to do it, you can... Inserters can take things off of the inputs and outputs of underground belts.
Oh. It doesn't really help. But good to know.
You could definitely make that work. I think it's best though, like, I'm sure there are some people in the comments and stuff who were like, just tell him how to do it. There's the easy way. But the thing is that, like, the most fun that I had in Factorio was when I was presented with a problem and managed to come up with my own solution to it. And so there's times like these where I like to just keep a policy of, no, just let him work through it and he'll come up with an answer and then I'll be really happy.
But now I'm putting stuff on empty ground. Do I have to put it into the sides? Do I have to make side space?
The assembler will have to put stuff directly into the assembler.
Sorry, I missed that. You cut out.
You do have to put things directly into the assembler, so those fast inserters that are stepped over won't work.
Yeah, but yeah. So...
But you don't have to use those.
I could use a long-handled inserter.
Aha!
And I can do that. And then... I take you, put you underground. Like that! Is that cooking with chicken?
Yes, it is.
Yay! I assume you're meant to cook with chicken. I don't know what else you'd really cook with, to be honest.
Right, I've got our circuits and gear arrays all working. Eventually, they'll be extended a lot, but for now, they're fine.
And then... And now I'm putting them on the same... God damn it. I didn't mean to do that.
What should I work on next? Maybe engines or something.
Right, and then power these up.
Engines and... Yeah, I think that's the next step.
And then you need to make inserter. And then they need to go into... How many did we say? Like, many?
You're going for 2 science a second, so it'll be 12 assemblers making green science.
Okay. I've kind of done it the wrong way around then, but that's fine. Because I should have the belt stepped over one, so that I can then bring them up this way. Because they've got to go back this way, don't they? Well, it's going to go like that, right? So they go down here again.
Yeah.
Then belts need to go on the other side of this.
Oh yeah, well you can, like, one belt will be enough with 1/2 for...
But I'm thinking of scaling up.
A lot of scaling up, but sure.
Got to scale perfectly. Also, they aren't even. They got to be even. I've got to even them out. They're on one side of the thing.
You want to be on both sides? You don't need that sort of throughput. You'll be fine with just
but it's not,
that amount.
It's not optimal.
Oh dear.
Trying to teach me how to play Factorio, and you said make it like so it scales up perfectly, and I'm trying to make it so there won't be a bottleneck in the future.
I'm saying I don't think there will be a bottleneck if you just have one belt for both, or you don't worry about them being on...
But you've created a monster, you have to own it.
What have I done? He's just going to keep making science forever. He's going to scale it into the distance.
Not gonna lie.
Right,
this sounds very, very tasty. It's a proposition.
Oh dear.
Why are we evening belts in a funny way? Do I need to do a funny way for evening belts, or is it just okay to just flip one side of a splitter back into the other side?
Oh, you can just do you just do the thing where like and then both of them go into either side of a belt so that it is,
like that, and then
you've already got the one splitter unless you're sending that somewhere else.
like that.
Yeah, just take out that second splitter and just have it be belts.
Oh, like this.
Yeah.
Ah, right. I see.
So now it's running
I
onto both
getcha.
sides and that'll work.
Now we're cooking with some sort of appliance.
Right, so I need steel, I need gears, I need iron for pipes. 2 pipes is 1 iron plate, so that's fine. But if you're done with the science stuff, this is probably a good time to finish.
I'm nearly done with the science stuff. Just think like
You just put in the final thing.
five more minutes. I've got the Factorio itch.
Let's get that checked out.
Oh. Right. There we go. Look at that throughput, Bentham. Look at that throughput. It's beautiful.
We can definitely have as much science as we like with that.
Oh, yeah. Right. And then how many? I need like 12 things making science.
Yeah.
Okay. 1. Oh, I haven't put a gap for a 4. Do I should put a gap for a 4 here? Do I need a gap for a 4?
Before what?
Like for a future building that is 4 big?
Oh, no, not yet, no. After that. Before you get to the labs.
Okay, but not in the middle of my production area.
Nah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. Right. Bam. I'm going to need a lot more things. Wait, no, I've put them in the wrong place. God damn it.
Trying to think how to do the engine production here. I want to have a decent speed
1,
it can
2,
move at.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We'll have all the inputs be on the outside and then the outputs on the inside. That should work fine. 7, 8, 9, 10. Just gonna build some stuff past this belt and we'll deal with that later.
Okay. That sounds ominous, but sure.
At some point, this stone belt we've got needs to go, but for the moment, it's fine.
Oh, because it's in the way of the main bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did wonder that when you're building the main bus. I was like, that's not going to live very long.
Yeah, I mean, the belt can be wherever we like it to be, so it's. I knew that it wouldn't be a problem. And outputs here.
Long-handled inserter here.
What we need to remember is to put lights everywhere. I've forgotten that for multiple episodes.
Oh! Produce 10k electronic circuits, get.
Nice.
I feel like I have achieved things. I have run out of power poles. If you got any more power poles that you can help? In fact, if I just lay this out, can you power pole it for me?
Okay, I can just craft a bunch more. I have loads.
Okay, you want me to leave a 4 gap
Materials.
between these and the...
Yeah, between the output belt for this and then the labs.
Okay, yeah. That'll be easy enough to do. Excellent, right.
Oh, the way you've done these, I've sort of got to double them up, but that's fine.
Yeah, I was like, that'll be a cool idea, and then in hindsight, I'm like, that's not a cool idea. It was neither smart nor clever.
And how much space I've made sure to leave between the bus and the actual assembly stuff. We can technically fit the rubber ports in here, but I like to have that extra bit of defined space in case we need it. We only need the green science packs on one side of the belt, remember?
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. It'll be a nightmare to get them to fit into the labs if we have them have a belt each.
Okay, fine.
And if you make it a belt each, I'll make it your job to work out how to make 7 belts feed into each lab.
That's easy. Okay, it's not easy. Fine. Okay. So I go tell these to make science packs. And then and now we have science being done. And then we can make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. And then we want to put it on the other side of this red belt, right?
Yep.
So if we go underground,
Aha.
now I'm cooking with fire. Like that. Wait, no!
Not quite, but close. Rotate it.
Oh, can you rotate that?
There.
Oh, okay, cool. And then...
There you go.
Science! Unlimited science!
Well, limited by our production rates, but...
I'll work on that.
Like,
I think we can increase
we're in a
this.
position where we can, like, if we get far enough,
We can increase this.
then we can have insane amounts of everything.
Oh, we can definitely increase this.
Oh dear. I mean, by making you keep to one output belt, there's no point in having the double input belt thing, but...
Don't tell me that. I just spent ages doing that, making it pretty.
I mean, I did keep telling you there was no need for it, so...
You should have said it louder. Fine, okay, we'll end the episode. So this is our lovely main bus. It's got lots of throughput, and what the hell have you built over here?
Oh, that's the engine production. It's not ready yet. I got distracted and didn't finish it, but I will.
It's making pipes at the bottom.
Yeah, you need pipes for engines.
But why are the ones making engines above it? And then why are they making pipes? Oh, because do the pipes feed into... No, wait. What?
Yeah, the pipes feed into the engines. I don't need that yet.
But how do the pipes feed into the engines?
Because the belt... Hang on, I'm messing everything up here. Because they're being put onto this belt here.
Oh! Okay, and then you're long-handled inserting from the other side.
That too.
Wait, what?
It'll make sense later, but we should probably finish the episode.
Okay.
Because we're at the 53-minute mark.
Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, like, subscribe, do the whole thing, or whatever. No, it's your episode. You do the thing.
Yeah, it's
you
mine.
do the thing.
Okay.
I panicked!
Next episode, I'll finish engines. We'll get the actual labs running, doing lots of research, and then we'll probably start doing military science. And maybe working towards oil if we get that far. So that'll be cool.
Yay!
And also messy because oil's terrible. But with that, we shall say goodbye. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you next time.
Stay shiny.